Evaluation plan. Senate Bill 7 that was passed says that by 2015-16, every school district in Illinois must use this type of an evaluation plan. We can wait till 2015 and 16 to do it if we want, but then we have to use what the state gives us, which includes student growth model, which would be 50% of your evaluation. We go ahead and do our own and get it going on our own, then we can determine how much of the student growth plays a part of our evaluation. We can also start with evaluation without the student growth, which is really going to be a lot. This is a lot. Student growth will be even more confusing and tough to overcome. So we have a chance to start an evaluation plan on our own, adopt it, which we did, and use it and kind of have a chance to get used to it before the student growth comes in later. So in September, myself, other principals, Tanya Campworth, Ms. Maxwell, A. Strike, Young, and DeJanes went to a workshop. And we went to the workshop just to learn about it, just to see what it was all about, not necessarily because we were going to develop a plan we got done. But after we left, the teachers were like, why would we not go ahead and do this so we can get used to it? So we became the design committee. We started with zero. We had no idea what we were going to do. We got together, started meeting. We took plans from Sandoval, took plans from Collinsville, took plans from other places that had implemented it already. Some schools had to implement it already because they're the lowest 5% or 10%, so they got a grant, had to implement it. So we took all those plans, worked together, 6 or 8 meetings, and came up with a plan I think is really pretty good, really good for teachers. A lot of work for administrators, but we'll be okay. In the summer, we had to take a bunch of modules and tests to learn how to train on this. And the big component is knowing that there are 4 domains that you will know about, that there are components of those domains that you have to be aware of, and that evidence, you're going to hear the word evidence a lot. We have to have evidence. You have to provide us evidence. We have to see evidence in the classroom to be able to determine your ratings and things like that. So Senate Bill 7 said we had to go to 4 rating system: excellent, proficient, needs improvement, unsatisfactory. And that's what we went to on our evaluation for this year. We had to do that. We couldn't wait on that. So that'll still be the 4 categories, 4 final categories we have for the evaluation. But you'll see that in each domain, we are actually using distinguished, proficient, basic, and unsatisfactory to determine what the final rating is. And we'll explain all that later. There'll be a lot of information for you, but hopefully when you leave, you'll have a better understanding of it. You have it in front of you. All the information you need is on our website. We're going to show you. You can get it. And then throughout the summer, if you look at it, or when you come back next year and the principals start telling you about how they're going to go about scheduling all the observations, scheduling all the evaluations, you'll have an understanding of what it's all about. Okay? So before we begin, I'd like to let you know that all this is on the website, the district website. It's right there under New Teacher Evaluation. You click on that. Every form's on there. The plan's on there. Checklist for you are on there. Artifacts, which things that you can provide for us to help us, help you prove that you have evidence, help us see the evidence. Everything is on there. So if you go to that New Teacher Evaluation on the district website. Yeah, professional development. Today will be on there. The video will be on there. The other videos we had we are on there. And anytime we have a meeting or we change something, the design committee gets together. The minutes of that meeting, the agendas will be on that professional development part. There's all the stuff that we'll talk about here. Will be on the website. The other one under the evaluation plan, this is what it looks like right here. You have the Davison Model Resources. You go to that. That's all of you received this last time you came in, or January. Okay, well, it's really nice, but it's already old. They came out with a new one already, which there's going to be people making money on this. They'll keep changing things, but this is all on there. Very few changes between the two. I think this one here is a little more in depth. It gives you a little more ideas, but it's all there on the site, so you can print out the new one if you want it to look at from different domains. The evaluation instruments there. all the worksheets. There's a checklist that you have in the front of your evaluation plan that's there. The rubric. Place it. This is what we talked about last time. There's 4 domains that you'll be rating. Before we get into the plan, I just want to give you a little background in case you weren't here. There are 4 domains that this evaluation tool is divided into. Domains 1 and 4 say off stage. That's going to be your planning. That's going to be your professional responsibilities. That's going to be the things that you do outside of your classroom. You do them in your classroom, but those are going to be things that happen outside of what we probably see when we evaluate you. Those are going to be the things we see on a daily basis. We call domains 2 and 4 the on stage, the things we're going to see when we come in and observe you. Those are the things in your classroom, the environment, the instruction. Those are the things we're going to see every time we're in your room. So that's the 4 domains. Anytime we talk about a domain, that's what we're talking about. Okay? Under each one of those domains is components. In domain 1, you have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Obviously, you can see what each one of those are. So you'll get a rating in each domain based on your components, and then your 4 domains will be used to get your overall end of the year rating. All right? So all the information you have in front of you, all the checklists you've got to fill out, all the paperwork you have to fill out is online for you when it's time for you to get ready for your conference and you schedule the conference. And the principal says, don't forget to get your TCR worksheet, Teacher Career Reflection worksheet. You get online and get that. Don't forget to fill out your classroom profile. You can get online and get that. Okay? And we cut out probably 6 or 7 of the worksheets and paperwork that you had to do. They didn't feel it was necessary. We kind of combined some. We tried to limit what you guys had to do work-wise, time-wise, to turn into us. So there are still some requirements. They're pretty minimal. And once you fill one out, it's good for an extended period of time. But I think it's things that will help you, and it's as little. I think we tried to limit as much as we could what you had to fill out. Okay, and we may change. We may say it doesn't work and change what we do, but as we go through it, that's what we'll be doing. And that's all on the website for you, all there. Any updates, any changes.